I'm feeling confident now. I've done the first video, only took 4 takes and about an hour and a half, but I think I've got the hang of it now, and I'm even going to film my own intro. So again, I'm going to go through another section of the book, doing 12.2, which is ratio. Start with a PowerPoint, a few ideas and things you need to know about ratio, then I'll work through a couple of questions. Key thing is that ratio is not the same as a fraction, and I'll be looking at that on the first slide. Common error is to look at something like the ratio 3 to 4. We say 2 when that colon is there, so 3 to 4. Ratio of 3 to 4 is to think that's like 3/4. It's not, as it says there. You've got to think about that as shares. So one person's getting 3 shares, another person is getting 4 shares. So in total we have 7 shares, 3 and 4. So the first person gets 3/7 and the second person gets 4/7. And that's a common misconception and something to get clear in your mind to start from. We can simplify ratios like fractions. We can divide both sides by the same number, just like doing the top and bottom divided by the same number. And there you've got an example, 8 to 32, divide both sides by 2, 4 to 16, again both sides by 2, 2 to 8, again both sides by 2, 1 to 4. Could have done that in one step, just by doing 8 divided by 8 and 32 divided by 8 to go straight from 8 to 32 to 1 to 4. Or you could have done 4 into both of them. 4 into 8 is 2, 4 into 32 is 8, and then go from there. Depends how good your tables are really, about how quickly you can simplify those down. Ratios also, you see them in maps. Hopefully those of you who've done geography have particularly seen that, and got an example there at the bottom where you've got 1 to 250,000. That means that 1 centimetre on the map means 250,000 centimetres in real life. Key thing is there, you'll actually simplify that down to more sensible units, and you end up with 1 centimetre on the map being 2.5 kilometres. Because first of all you divide by 100 to find out that it was 2,500 metres, then divide that by 1,000 to find it's 2.5 kilometres. So now I'm going to move on to doing a few questions like I did before. So we've got question 3 and 4 out of 12.2s, and I'll write my way through those on the paper. Hopefully you're looking at this on Caboodle. You've got enough skills to do 2 screens, or be watching this on your phone and having Caboodle in front of you. So I won't do all of them. We'll do 3A, 4 to 2. Nice and simple. A number that goes into 4, and a number that goes into 2. 2 goes into both of those, so that would simplify down and give you 2 to 1. So a more tricky one, if we look at C, C starts off at being 45 to 60. So a number that goes into 45 and 60. Hopefully all of you will spot that 5 will go into it. 5 will go into 45 and give me 9. 5 will go into 60 and give me 12. So I have 9 to 12. Is there a number that goes into both of those? Yes. 3 goes into 9 and 12. 3 into 9 is 3. And 3 to 12 is 4. That is as simple as it can get. Again, that could be done in one step. If your arithmetic was good enough, 15 into 45 goes 3 times. 15 into 60 goes 4 times. So again, you end up with that same answer. Just a case of how quickly you can get to it. Then looking across, we've got capital letters for some parts of the question. A, B, C and D in capitals. So if we actually want to simplify those, we can look at A and do 36 to 48. 36, if your arithmetic is good enough, 36 you can divide by 12, and you can also do 48 divided by 12. So that will become 3 and that will become 4. Okay, now if we look at what the question actually says, it's saying match the pairs of equivalent ratios. So this has helped me to find a pair of equivalent ratios. By reducing all of them to their simplest form, you can then see which ones match with this one. So this one from the capitals was A. This one that was also 3 to 4, when I simplified it down, was the ratio C in the small letters. So capital A and small c are a matching pair. We started off at the very top with 4 to 2, which simplified down to 2 to 1. So we want to look at those capital ones and look for another one that simplifies down to 2 to 1. So a quicker way maybe of doing that and just finding the one that actually matches up is you're looking for one where the first number is double the second number. You're looking at that capital B, because 24 double that will give you the 48. So 4 to 2, that matches up with 48 to 24. So little a matches with capital B. Now we're moving on to the real meat of these problems, when we're actually going to be splitting an amount into a ratio. So I'm going to do A and C for you. Starting with A, seems a sensible place to start. We're going to do 90 in the ratio of 3 to 7. So I always like to write the facts down, 90 into the ratio of 3 to 7. So we've got 3 shares and 7 shares. So in total, I've got 3 plus 7 shares. So I've got 10 shares. I now need to work out what each one share is worth. So if there's 90 and I'm doing 10 shares, it's going to be 90 divided by 10. So one share is worth 9. If you look at the ratio, I've got 3 shares. So 3 lots of 9. 3 lots of 9 is 27. And I've got 7 shares. 7 lots of 9 is 63. So that would actually split up in the amount of 27 to 63. And a way to check that you've got that correct is if you do 27 add 63, you get back to the original amount, 90. The other one I said I'd do was C, you're pretty sure I said. So that was 103.2 in the ratio of 5 to 3. So they're just trying to confuse you with more complicated numbers, but it's the same technique. 103.2 in the ratio of 5 to 3. So again, the total number of shares, 5 and 3. 5 add 3 gives me 8 shares. So I've got to do the whole 103 divided by 8. I need a calculator for that, not even I can do that in my head. So moving over to that charming pink calculator. 103.2 divided by 8. Again, gives me that horrible fraction, which is no use to me. If you press that SD button, actually gives you a decimal, 12 point, oh I missed it and I pressed all clear by mistake, excuse me. 103.2 divided by 8 equals SD 12.9. Maybe my camera work does still need improving. So 12.9 being split in that ratio of 5 to 3. So I've got 5 shares, 5 lots of it, and 3 shares, 3 lots of it. 5 times 12.9, can do that one in my head. 5 times 12 is 60. 5 nines are 45, so that's going to be, when I'm doing 5 times 0.9, 4.5, so I get 64.5 for 5 times 12.9. And then 3 times 12.9, 3 12 to 36, 3 times 0.9 comes out to be 2.7, so I make that 38.7. And again, we can double check that I've done that right. If you add these up, 5 and 7 give you 2, carry 1, 4, 8 and 1, give me 3, carry 1, 6, 3 and 1, gives me 10. So there you go, back to the 103.2, which is what I started with. Moving on to some map work now for the scales. So we've got a scale of 1 to 5,000. 1 to 5,000, it's centimetres in the question, so that means for every 1 centimetre on the map, I've got 5,000 centimetres in real life. So what's the distance in real life of a measurement of 6.5 centimetres on the map? So if I've got 6.5 lots of that, I've got 6.5 lots of that. So I'll just do that on the calculator. 6.5 times 5,000 is 32,500. Okay, again, that's in centimetres. It's a bit of a daft way to measure it, so let's put it into metres. So to get it into metres, divide by 100. So that's going to be end up 325 metres. If you wanted that in kilometres, you divide by 1,000, you get 0.325 kilometres. I'd go for the 325 metres as the appropriate answer. What is the distance on the map of a measurement of 30 metres in real life? So the key for this one is to get it in the right units. So 30 metres, let's get 30 metres into centimetres. So that is 30 metres, multiply that by 100, it's 3,000 centimetres. So what have I got to do to 3,000 to get it down to be 5,000? Well, I've got to divide it by 3 to make it 1,000, then times by 5. So that process is going backwards. I have to divide by 3 and then multiply by 5. So if I'm going to go the opposite way, to go from 1 centimetre, I'm going to have to divide by 5, because that's the opposite, times by 5, and multiply by 3. So that is going to be 1 divided by 5, which is 0.2, and then times by 3 to give me the opposite of divide by 3, gives me 0.6. So 3,000 centimetres, or 30 metres, is equivalent to 0.6 centimetres on the map. So again, we're going back to that idea of getting from one to another, and you do the inverse operation, which you might remember from functions. I've checked all those answers in the back and glad to say I did get it right, so I can hold my head up high. If you've got any questions about it, you can email me on the school email address and I will come back to you. But hopefully you're getting on well with the maths. Please do check in Moodle to see what I'm expecting to do each week. Don't rush through it. I know you all want to do 5 hours of maths a day, but try and wean yourself off and just do the 4 hours that you would normally do in the week and a bit of homework. Remember to also do those Hegarty tasks. So as well as checking Moodle, there are Hegarty tasks that I'm really going to be seeing as an assessment to check your skills. Should also still be marking all of your work. The answers are in the back of Caboodle, just like they're in the back of the textbook. So do a couple of questions, mark it. If you're not getting it right and you can't work out why, then drop me an email and I'll sort you out. Alright, I'll be doing one more video for chapter 12, that's 12.3, which is percentage change. That I'll probably won't upload till tomorrow, so look out for another great preview. And I'll see you whichever part of the house you get tomorrow. So seeing the end of the kitchen, the lounge, who knows where tomorrow. Take care, bye bye.